Greetings and welcome to In Depth. I'm Dike Rostant. Now, there are very few things that are as personal as the way an individual represents themselves with their personal fragrance. Now, we are happy to go in depth on Alchemist Fragrances, a local company that is about so much more than just smells, with founder and CEO, Persaud. Welcome, Sean. How are you doing?
I'm fine, man. A pleasure to be here.
Really happy to have you, but I want to take me through the journey. How is it that we're here right now? How did you get into Alchemist Fragrances?
Well, I have a background in chemistry, but how Alchemist started is actually a funny story. So initially it was a project of mine. You know, I wanted to create something for myself, a really unique fragrance that lasts long, and it was also very impressionable. So I wasn't really getting that in the market. So I did some research, went online and discovered what scents I may like. And I decided, you know, let me try to get what I need and make it on my own. And we really started with just 2 bottles, one for me, and I gave my dad one. And we had great reviews on my end, but it's only until I got feedback from my dad when he was out. People randomly came up to him and was like, "Uncle, I need to know what you have on. You don't know me, but I just have to know." And after the first week, I was like, okay, that's good. But the second week, the third week, so after that, I was like, you know, maybe there's something in there. Maybe I have that knack to pick out these kind of scents. So since then, we continued to test it, get feedback and stuff, and everything has been, you know, so wonderful. We got a lot of reviews, and we keep growing the brand and the formulas.
But even before you talk about the brand and the formula, you say you have a background in chemistry. Is this school? Is this work? Is this both?
It's a bit of both. Right now, I'm pursuing my MPhil in chemistry. Our research group is working on something different, is related to nanoparticles and thin films at the University of the West Indies. So it's outside the scope of fragrances, but my natural love for chemistry and my inquisitive nature allowed me to really investigate this particular subject of fragrances from a different perspective and really provide and solve the problem that we're having in the market currently. And with that perspective, I think it gives me an edge in terms of designing the fragrances and knowing what to look for, understanding the terminology, and it's been a great experience thus far.
And how long has this as a brand been out?
It's been out so far around 3 years, right? We really wanted to make sure that we perfected the formulas before we actually launched any of the fragrances. So our collection of colognes and perfumes has been out for about, I would say 2 years, right? But before that, we did a year of research, just strictly feedback, testing, adjusting, and refining the actual product. And then we launched it about 2 years ago. And since then, it has been organically touching the lives of so many people. A lot of our customers are just from organic reach. So you're driving in a taxi and someone says, "Ma'am, I need to know what you have on." You're walking in the mall. And that's the kind of feedback we want to get from our products, and that's what we've been getting so far. So it gives me a bit of encouragement to continue, because we're on the right track.
Well, you're talking about nanotechnology and thin films, and then that leading to people just walking up and, "Uncle, what are you wearing? Talk to me." But in terms of that entrepreneurial kind of bent and vibe, where you are now, 3 years later, is there anything that you would have done a little different so the person who's just starting doing something for themselves and their father?
Well, I would say my journey in entrepreneurship has been a challenging one, coming from an academic background and moving into business. But I see entrepreneurship as opportunity, right? Because in chemistry, we were faced with a lot of problems, right? But it's about how you solve them, and you look at it as a challenge, not as an obstacle. So in a market like this, with fragrances, we took a different perspective, right? And we try to get one, identify what it is that the market likes, right, which is different from the European market as we have discovered, right, and we need to find a way to make it affordable, right? So with that combination, every challenge presents an opportunity, and for anyone who wants to get into entrepreneurship, I would say do your research and definitely take risk, right? Entrepreneurship is a lot of risk, but if you believe in what you have and you do the work and you put in the work, you will see the rewards. And it's so rewarding to see the feedback that I get. My customer base and is very loyal, and they always support me. They always share encouraging words. So that goes a long way, you know?
I like the fact that you talk about that kind of organic reach, because sometimes there'll be individuals, they want something because of the brand, and then they force themselves to like it, as opposed to say, I like that, what's that? And then realizing that, what do people say when they realize that it's something local?
First of all, they don't think that it's something local because they're expecting a higher end quality, right? So what it is that we don't want to emulate what the foreign markets have. We want to create something that's designed by us, right, with our scent profile. And it's only through collecting all of this feedback and information and adjusting that you could really have something specifically for us. And I'm proud to say that this is what we have done through all of our work and being very close with the customer. We always call and have a very good relationship with our customers because we want to know what you like. And in the next fragrance that we design, we include a bit of you inside of that. And we call you and we say, well, hey, we might have something that you might like, and then we send it to you, right? So it's a bit of that and you know, the customer service aspect of it. So, yeah.
And we're going to talk about designing fragrances just now, but we started off saying that it's more than just smells or more than just fragrances. There's a level of outreach and stuff that goes on with the brand, with the outfit. Talk to me a little bit about that, thank you.
Right. So the definition of an alchemist is someone who transforms or creates something through a seemingly magical process, right? And that is the inspiration behind the brand, right? Not only that we are creating unique fragrances, right, by this unique method, but we want to give back to the people of our country, right? We want to provide opportunities as well, right? Because Alchemist is an extension of myself and what I believe in, and I think that social entrepreneurship is something that we need a bit more of, and I think that based on our conversations with our customers, has been received very well. They love the project, right? All of the projects that we have, all of the social projects that we'll be launching next week, it's in the works. We have to piece it together and put it together, but you could stay tuned. You could check out our social media pages for it. But I think that the business community can give back, and the people of Trinidad and Tobago can receive this well by liking, sharing, supporting, commenting, and just encouraging persons that have these ideas and these initiatives to go ahead,
And in terms of liking, sharing, encouraging, we are going to encourage you. We're going to gas you up a little bit because we're actually going to be doing some designing when we return. Stay tuned. We're speaking with Sean Persaud, founder and CEO of Alchemist Fragrances. We return with more. Welcome back. We are speaking literally with the chemist in this, Sean Persaud. He's founder and CEO of Alchemist Fragrances. And we said we were going to get into it. We are actually going to design a signature fragrance. So even before we go through that, now I'm seeing you have some of your testers, stuff that you would give, because you also send packs to people so people can decide which one they want. I'm seeing you have the palette cleanser, the coffee beans, and you have this list of instructions. Yes. Well, I'm sure you're not going to carry us through the entire thing because you'd want to keep some secrets for yourself. But testing strips, and what is this?
Droppers.
Okay.
Right? So you can.
I was looking for a higher end explanation, but okay, drop. So what is it we're going to do now?
Right. So we're gonna display our newest creation. Right. It's called Alchemist Creations. Is a design kit where you'll be able to design your own signature fragrance, right? You design your own signature fragrance. So we try to make it as simple as possible, right? And share a little bit about what we do, right? So here today we're gonna make one male, and then we'll make one female fragrance here. So I'm just gonna walk you through this set, right? This set is available for Christmas. I think is a great addition and a great innovation in terms of fragrances, right?
Especially, you see, you have your glasses, so I put on a little thing here. You understand? I'm walking today, but, and especially when you have somebody who, I think she might like this, or I think he might like this, but you're not quite sure. And then they wait every time they're going the wrong way, but they don't like it at all. So as opposed to being able to design because you know sometimes it's what you like, and then sometimes it's what somebody like on you.
Yeah.
So it could also be something that you do together.
Yeah, it's a great couples session that you could do together, right? She could design something for you, and you could design something for yourself, and vice versa, right? So I think it's a very fun activity. I definitely enjoy playing around with these different scents, and I want to share that with you all, right?
All right, so how we starting?
Right. So I'll just explain what we get, what there is in the kit, right? So I mean, I brought a mix here, right? But in the kit you'll be getting our sample collection, as well as some empty vials, right? Here, empty vials, and then you're gonna get droppers, tester strips, coffee beans, right? And then labels, right? So I'm just gonna do the quick version because you know I'm a bit experienced in this, right? So firstly we're gonna attempt to do a male cologne, right? So initially what you'll do is you'll take one of the testing strips, you'll decide which one of them that you like, right? So I'll have you try this, right? So try this one, see how it smells, right? And then, very important, right? Smell the coffee bean to reset your sense of smell.
I feel like I over-reset there, boy.
Right. Yeah. So then you're going to try the second one, right? And you'll try all, decide which two you like, which three you like, right? Notice the difference in the scent, right? So let's just say you like these two, right? Let's just say you like these two, right? What we're going to do now is we're going to take one of these empty vials, right? Open it as such, right? We're going to take the two that we like, right? We're going to open them, right? Put them, place them down. I'm just going to move this bit a bit closer, right? Right. And the labels are there so you can label it, but we'll just do the two. So
but while the labels are going on, do they have profiles in terms of what kind of flavors?
Yeah.
So like these are the top notes, these are the middle notes.
So you could go on to our website and see a list of the notes there for both the male and female fragrances. So at least you'll know what it is that you like, right? But we always like to keep it you know, before you try a scent, just be able to experience it first with no bias, right? So what we're gonna do, I do about 15 drops. You could do about 30 drops. So you just take the drops and you go 4, 5, 6, right? So there's about 15 drops here, right? You place it down in front of the one you just used. Pick up the other one with a new dropper. There's a bit of chemistry here, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. And then you put the same amount, right? So eventually you'll be able to vary it, but I will always say to go equal amounts, right? So you got to appreciate it, right? And now put it behind, and then we cover it, right? So this now has equal parts of Notorious and Anarchy, right? And we're gonna mix it for about 15 seconds. Right, so that is well mixed together.
Well, the man mixing this look like he's doing it in a lab, though.
Yeah. So now we'll get to try. Right. So this is 15 drops of Notorious, 15 drops of Anarchy. So you'll be able to smell the difference, right?
And what I like about this is that the first one, the Notorious, the Anarchy felt a little sweeter.
Yes.
But the Notorious help to kind of bring it down.
Yes.
But you just have people playing with this though.
Yeah.
And
so our collection has a very wide range. So there's something in it for everyone, right? And that's how we design it. Out of these 8 male colognes, there were about 80 that didn't make the cut, right? Because we want to make sure they last long and they were impressionable. We got a wow factor. So after dozens of reactions like that, we was like, yes, and making it into the collection.
And
right?
what I liked about the one that I was using, because there's one specific that I like, but it is staying power. But there's not a lot of sillage, it's not traveling. So as soon as you bust the door outside, people say, okay, well, Dike reach. So you have to almost kind of like reach up on you a little closer, but it's there.
Yes.
And to be able to say, okay, well, this one has that, and the other one has other properties that I like, to be able to use that. And so 8 male fragrances, 8 female fragrances, and being able to combine that, how much you're gonna get? My father thought Matt's Fisk and mom thought Ken.
Honestly,
it sounds like a lot to me.
Honestly, it's hundreds you could get, right? So it's really up to you based on, I mean, if you like 2 or 3 out of this set, that's fine. Everyone likes something different, and that's what we realize. So I cannot say what I choose is good for you. So that's why I say try it and see which ones you like, right? And mix it, because I have a certain combination that I use and I keep to myself, right? And that's the fun in it. So what you'll do in the back of the instruction sheet, right? You'll see spaces for you to record. So like for instance with this, you will write 15 drops of Anarchy, 15 drops of Notorious, and if you would like a bottle afterwards, you could just send us a picture of this and we will scale it up to our 50 ml bottle version, right, that you saw earlier, and you could get it as a one-of-one gift, right? It's completely unique, it's designed by you, right? And it's something that you can give as essentially a nice gift, right? It's something unique to that person.
It's totally dynamically unique to that person. But is it EDT or EDP? I know 1 or 2 things are asking.
Yeah. So it's EDP, right? And some we have a little bit more than EDP, so right? So it's around that range, right? 40 to 50%.
Okay, and in the last minute that we have, I think this is a game changer to be able to do this and to have it from someone who's doing it local. But in that last minute, what is it that you'd want to just share, put out there, possibly raise, focus on, and that will include contact information? Thanks.
Right. So I think that this is a great set moving into the Christmas season. I definitely think is a fun experience, and I'd like to just say thanks to everyone who has been supporting us, right, and continue to support us, right. For the rest of the Christmas season, we're donating majority of our profits to funding these social projects, right? So stay tuned for that, look out for that. And I think it's really just a great brand that Trinidad and Tobago could get behind, and look out for something new every month. You know, it's definitely interesting. So you could go to our Instagram page, our Facebook page, right? There's a Linktree link, and you could get our website and WhatsApp and everything, and we're available majority of the times, right? So definitely give us a call.
And it's so nice to know that Trinidad and Tobago have thing. Hat tip to Nelly B for actually posting and for us to see, to actually get an idea about you. But we want to thank you so much for the work that you're doing. And like I said, I think this could be a game changer. Yeah. We have thing in Trinidad and Tobago. And we want to thank you so much. This has been In Depth with me, Dike Rostant. We've been speaking with the founder and CEO of Alchemist Fragrances, Mr. Sean Persaud. So thank you so much for joining us. Have a good one.